What's cracking with your snacking snacker stars? It is me, the BRE, the man in the backwards hat, Brandon from the sAs, the Snack Food Appreciation Society, and it is that time of year. The carnival has come to town, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for our annual fair edition of OtR. What am I going to put in my mouth from the carnival today, and how much will I spend on it? Well, that's up to you to find out by watching right after this. You are looking live at the big wheel at the Reithoffer shows at Landmark Mall in Alexandria, Virginia on Duke Street. Landmark Mall, however, don't know if you know it or not, is no more. It's closed. Everything except for the Sears, which as we know is on its last legs, is currently closed, including the Macy's, as you see with the name blacked out there. Very depressing, but at least we got to still have our spring landmark carnival and lots of big rides in there, lots and lots of grub to spend your money on, that's for sure. And that's what I did for you, and here's what I got today. First, in the tray to your north, I would guess you would say, is meat on a stick. More specifically, it's a boneless pork rib on a stick. $8 for this big daddy. And the guy had to poke it with the thermometer many times before he gave it to me because he didn't seem to think it was ready. So I might be riding the Trichinosis Express here, who knows. But $8 for that. And then over here, something else on a stick. It looks like a corn dog, right? But it's not. It's cheese on a stick. So basically what this is mozzarella cheese deep fried on a stick. A big old blob of it, as you can see there. Sort of like mozzarella sticks, I guess, but in a larger form. That was $5, which I think the $8 isn't so bad for that, but the $5 for that might be. Served with a side of sauce, I chose marinara. Could have got ranch, could have got honey mustard, could have got a lot of things, but I got marinara with some Tabasco sauce in there, so that should be interesting. And I also got some lemonade. They couldn't even give me a top for it. That was $5. Alright guys, I'll be right back to show you this meat next to my face and everything. Put it in my mouth right after this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am back at the quote-unquote dead mall itself, Landmark Mall, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm very saddened by the closure of the mall. I had no fewer than 4 jobs in this mall, so yeah, I'm a little melancholy being here, and this might be the last time that this ever happens here in this particular environment. So, yeah, you know, I'm a little bit getting the vapors here or something, I don't know, but that's beside the point. I'm here to eat some food, right? So yeah, gonna go ahead and pick up this cheese stick first. We're gonna do that first and save that big meat stick for the main event. Pick this thing up. It's pretty heavy, man. I don't know if it's just like a ball of mozzarella, like fresh mozzarella. I couldn't really see in there as to what they were doing when they fried it up, but yeah, that's what it looks like, man. Show it to you next to my noggin the way I always do. That thing looks pretty darn menacing next to my head right there. Looks like I could beat myself up with it or something, man. Yeah. Smells pretty darn cheesy. Oh man, let me go ahead and take a bite of it without sauce first, and then we'll go in for the sauce. How about that? So to be clear, this is not just cheese. This is basically like a corn dog made out of cheese. So it's a cheese dog corn dog or something like that, because it's got cornmeal all the way around the outside. A nice thick wad of it. There you go. With that white mozzarella cheese, nice and creamy on the inside. It's got a nice sweet cornbread taste to it with an outer crunch that's really nice. Reminds me of a Hush Puppy without the savory onions and so forth. The cheese itself is nice and melty without becoming liquefied. It's got that nice pull to it, as you saw when I took a bite. Yeah, that's pretty good, man. Let me go ahead and get a dip of the sauce. The marinara sauce is not great, but the added Tabasco definitely kicks it up quite a bit. It wasn't like marinara that was in a pot or in a warming tray or something like that they ladled into the cup. It was in a squeeze bottle just sitting there on the counter, so room temperature or whatever, or actually, it's pretty hot out here today, so whatever temperature it is out here, I'm not sure how sanitary all that is, but we won't get into that. We're at the carnival. We don't need to worry about that. All we need to worry about is that's a very yummy treat, very devilish, very sinful. I don't, it's not something that you're going to eat every day, but hey, if you can get a big wad of fried cheese, inside some cornbread, that's a pretty good thing for me. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3/4 thumbs up. A little bit pricey, but hey, you only do this once in a while, right? That's what I always say. All right, let me go ahead and pick up this meat on a stick. Again, I believe it's a pork rib, they said on the menu, but looks a lot like beef to me. I don't know, man. Show that to you a little bit more closely. And then next to my noggin, the way I always do, I feel like I can fight off anything with this thing, man. Nazis, vampires, zombies, whatever, man. All right, let me go ahead and find somewhere to take a big wad off of this and put it in my mouth, eh? Nice grilled taste on the outside. That's really, really good, man. A little bit on the chewy side, especially up there at the top. But there was like a burnt edge thing going on too that really tasted good. Other than that, man, fantastic overall meaty flavor. Very juicy, very savory. Fantastic. So that's actually a pretty good deal, guys. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7/8 of a thumbs up. If it were a little less chewy, a little more tender, perhaps I would enjoy it even more to a perfect standard. But no, I'm going to go ahead and give that a full or a 7/8 of a thumbs up. All right, guys, thanks for watching OTR's Fair edition for 2017. Hope you get to get out to some fairs and carnivals this spring and summer. Tell us about it in the comments down below. Also, you can tell us about it on the Facebook page, which you can join by clicking on the link down below. Become one of the coolest people in the world if you haven't already. Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Brandon Reich SAS. When you do, use the hashtag SnackSociety all day, every day, and make sure you comment, share, like, and subscribe. In the meantime, in between time, we'll see you next time. Fair. Bye-bye.